Welcome back everyone, and it's time to go balls deep. Look, I know you missed me. Some of you missed me a little too much, in fact. I appreciate the support, but some of you really need to calm down and you're getting quite over dramatic. Some of you are wondering, why did ABD not cover Black Clover for 3 weeks, right? I've seen countless comments like that. Basically, the chapters don't even have enough content to talk about. What do you want me to do realistically? Describe moving pictures like your father tucking you away in bed?
Yes, Otto-sama, tuck me into bed with your words.
Wait, what the hell, Kevin? I don't even roll that way. What are you doing? You can't be doing that! You're fired!
I was just...
You're fired! Oh, right. You're unfired. I need you. Come here.
The simple reason is, sometimes I want a break. Can I get a break, guys, please?
No!
It's Ramadan. I'm fasting. I'm tired.
Oh my god, who the hell cares?
Shut your stupid...
Also, on a serious note, if you want more Black Clover content from me on the channel, please let me know in the comments what topics you want me to discuss, because if I'm being honest, fam, I don't know what you want.
What do we want?
Black Clover!
When do we want it? Yeah!
Also, you must smash the like button and the notification bell for the channel, because I'll probably use your advice from this video for the future. Okay, so let's start from chapter 289. We see Asta slicing Naamah in half with his huge ass black sword. But suddenly, Lilith's ice magic comes rushing in and it starts to envelop her injured twin. Lilith doesn't even seem worried because, you know, she has a peanut-sized brain, not knowing the main protagonist is in front of her. They then begin melding together into what appears to be their ultimate form. Nacht states that their power is more than just 1+1. Their magic power level is so high that just being in their presence can drive a person insane. So to put it into perspective, this fusion devil is beyond high ranking. It's basically the entire Dark Triad power level combined into one devil. As before this plan even happened, remember Nacht stated the high ranking devils already have power stronger than the Dark Triad. So two of them fusing is absolutely ridiculous.
God damn!
The new fusion devil acknowledges Asta's strength and calls him the ultimate prey, which could be seen as a callback to when Asta called him the ultimate warrior. But Asta being seen as ultimate makes him the most worthwhile target. For defeating him solidifies that you are truly powerful, which is probably the mindset that this devil has. Remember, this devil admitted that they have never felt anything in hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of years. No one could challenge them. But here comes a 17-year-old Chad Asta with, let me say it, the drip. Asta has the drip. Asta has the drip. Because we know the #1 rule in anime. Once you gain the drip, no one can defeat you.
You're goddamn right.
Not only is Asta busted with this new union form, but he has another advantage over every other mage in the war. Asta can't sense magic, right? So this means he cannot feel fear or the ugly magic that Nacht did. This is a clear buff because he can still use ki to detect his opponent, but doesn't have the drawback that all other mages have, where they're feeling this power and aura that would affect their decision making and their mind.
I will not let you ruin my brain!
Anyway, the twin devils unleash a massive amount of magic. They create a giant ass magic ball looking like a spirit bomb, and this is just their raw magic power. This thing is so big, it makes the Spade Kingdom look tiny.
That's what she said!
This spirit bomb attack plans to kill the civilians more so than Asta, because they've pretty much given up on that idea. This is similar to what Patry did to Julius Novacrona, the Wizard King, in the Clover Kingdom. So once again, Tabata is using parallels with Asta's character, as he is achieving Wizard King feats over and over again in front of everyone. He is ridiculously busted at the moment, because as they start to drop it on the kingdom and directly on top of Asta, guess what? Main protagonist powers kick in, guys. Asta's drip kicks in and he remembers his past experiences with Magna. You know, that one time Black Clover became a baseball anime.
Deep to right field, going back De Jesus. See ya! A grand slam, and the Yankees are right back.
Asta replicates that moment and unleashes his even bigger, big ass, huge ass, massive black sword. That's canonically what this is called now, guys. I don't care what Tabar ends up calling it, that's the name. Anyway, he takes his even bigger ass, big ass, huge ass, massive black sword and hits that bitch back at the enemies. The whole kingdom is in awe. Like, oh my god, this guy and his big black sword, what am I? What am I witnessing? And they can't believe what they're seeing, right? So suddenly, we see Magna and Zara return. And Magna's like, bruh, just how big are you gonna get?
That's what she said.
You can't make this shit up. You guys think I'm exaggerating. But this is what the manga's doing. So from there, we see that Asta has 2 minutes left on his Devil Union form. Wasting no time, he whips out his Demon Dweller sword and sends a giant anti-magic slash their way. Also, it's worth noting that Asta's armor changes when he uses a specific sword. Like, this is how his Devil Union form originally looked, and here it is now that he's using the Demon Dweller. The armor reacts to what sword he's using, which I find interesting. There must be a reason for this, and I believe Tabata, my friend, is trying to make different armors and fighting styles with each sword Asta wields, so that he can do some proper power scaling for the future. Anyway, Asta sends a ton of magic slashes to the spirit bomb, slicing and dicing it to little pieces. Asta swoops inside, charging at the devil with Demon Destroyer in his hand, and this is where we get a look into Liebe's thoughts, where he thinks back to when he lived in the underworld and was the weakest amongst all of them. He knows he never could have been a match for the Supreme Devils before, so why is it different now? Then it becomes really clear to him and he bonds with Asta, and he kind of like knows why he loves his brother now, and the two of them together are truly unstoppable, and that's why he's able to rise up above those who once towered over him. On the other hand, this ugly ass bastard devil over here is sweating bullets, fam, thinking my attacks don't work on him, but he's able to attack me? There shouldn't be anyone like that.
No! Impossible!
They believe all life exists solely to entertain them, but this isn't entertaining at all. They don't even seem to know what this is. Liebe understands it very well, however, and says that no one in the entire first level of the underworld was a threat to them, so there's no way they could recognize this feeling they have now. Liebe is like, it's called fair, bitch. But Asta only has 1 minute left on his Devil Union, and the twins know this, so they plan on avoiding him until time runs out. They get cocky and start spouting threats against Asta and everyone else in the world, but Nacht is like, not today, bitch, you ain't going nowhere, and holds them down with shadow magic. Asta comes charging in and lands the finishing blow. Remember how Vegeta helps Gohan against Cell? It felt like that, and it was a pretty awesome moment. I love this. Naamah and Lilith are officially defeated in only 5 minutes by Asta, the most overpowered mage we have seen thus far. The chapter ends with a heartwarming wrist bump between the two brothers. Oh my god, I'm getting emotional. I just get emotional when I see my boy Asta.
Why are you crying?
Let's put things into perspective regarding how OP Asta has become. We just witnessed Asta master Devil Union mode within 3 days. He defeats a high-ranking devil that the Spade Nation presumed was the ancient demon god. This was a devil capable of destroying an entire kingdom. However, Asta one-shotted this demon in front of everyone, whilst all the captains and mages with their combined magic power, when they were trying, they could only put a small dent. This was a Wizard King feat, and he defeated the huge demon even faster than someone like Six Golion, who is still fighting the one in the Spade Nation. After immediately doing this, Asta teleported with Finral and the others for 30 minutes, where he was allowed to activate the Devil Union form once again. He defeats a high-ranking devil again within 1 chapter, and then once they fused into becoming something beyond 1+1, as Nacht put it, he was still able to keep up with them. This is a feat that no other mage in the entire show right now is capable of doing. The fusion of Naamah and Lilith were about to destroy the entire kingdom in front of everyone, killing every single mage, but Asta stopped it by using many different powers and his learning experience. Another beyond Wizard King level feat. Imagine this version of Asta against Patry instead of Julius Novachrono back in the past. Asta would just cancel out every single light magic sword in the sky like he just did against Naamah and Lilith with ease. It's the same situation in parallel that Tabata is showing, that Asta is, he's the dude, he's the GOAT.
That's why he's the MVP! That's why he's the GOAT!
I feel like Asta's Devil Union would easily one-shot Dante, and I don't understand how he would be a problem for him anymore since he can cancel his surrounding gravity magic now, and we already have confirmed factual knowledge that the fusion of Naamah and Lilith are beyond Dante, but Asta still made them look like a joke. The only disadvantage Asta had in this fight is that his speed was not the level of the fused devil. He was not as fast as them. I think Asta is beyond broken at the moment, and I don't know how Tabata will continue to power scale the show because his main character already has 2 Wizard King feats over his seniors. Now moving on to chapter 291, we see Naamah and Lilith fading away into nothingness, confirming that our boy took that win. Apparently, according to Nacht, Asta's Devil Union isn't even complete, but he still congratulates him on doing a job well done, stating, "You did well, dumbass." So once again, we know Asta will become even more powerful, even though he is the ultimate warrior, as Nacht put it already. Asta points out that Nacht sounds just like Captain Yami when he speaks like that, and Nacht gets tickled and wraps him up with his shadow magic, teasing him, and he smiles, possibly somewhat accepting that Yami isn't such a bad guy, you know, if he made Asta into what he is now. Once again, Asta is having an effect on those that surround him. He has given Nacht purpose and love where he will not feel he cannot be redeemed after committing so much sin. This is yet another sign of how another character will support Asta to become the Wizard King. Now suddenly, Asta feels a sharp pain throughout all his muscles in his body due to the strain that the Devil Union mode put on him, and he explains that he won't be able to change for another 30 minutes. Nacht is concerned by this as the triad have gained power of the devils of the highest order, so holding out for 30 minutes is gonna be tough. Then there's also the problem of Morris accelerating the opening of the gates of the underworld. Their biggest issue right now is the Dark Triad, because if they can defeat them, their entire process will stop. Asta's anti-magic will be helpful in every given situation. So meanwhile, back at the fight Dante and Jack were having, the Mantis captain is able to continually slash Dante and actually pierce him, but Dante's body magic makes it absolutely meaningless as he can just regenerate it in an instant. Dante states his body magic has surpassed Jack's slashing technique, even though Jack's magic can adapt to any type of opponent's magic. So I feel like Tabata did this because it's a way to buff Dante's character. Now, how will Asta's slash from his swords penetrate Dante if Jack's don't even land a scratch anymore and his body magic evolved? Remember, this is how the power scaling system works in Black Clover, where their magic can evolve and adapt. So I think Dante's magic has evolved here, and I guess Asta without his union mode, Dante is still a big problem. But I still think he's trash. He's trash. Green Goblin looking at trash.
Know your fucking place, trash.
Jack has been slashing relentlessly, but now he's at his limit and can't do much more. So Dante declares that he'll blow him up as he thanks him for entertaining him. Suddenly, the entire room becomes enveloped in fog, covering Jack from Dante's vision. Someone yells, "Exploding fireball," as a big ass fireball comes out of the fog, hitting Dante right in his simp ass face. But of course, he's fine, and there's no way an attack like that could defeat the man simping over Lucifer. I mean, this guy is the biggest simp in the entire series. He's actually weak without Lucifer, right? So Jack thinks that these two are the same low-ranking knights from Yami's squad, that they knew them before, and he commands them to leave immediately. They can't do shit. Even Dante agrees and says there's nothing they can do, almost like he's giving them a chance to leave. But Magna's like, "No, sir! I will take you guys down and save Captain Yami." That's funny right there. I know Magna is stronger than he was, but that's not saying much. That's almost like Kiba saying he's gonna be Hokage. Like, bruh, you better be joking.
You serious?
But I do really love Magna and Zora. I wanted Magna to have a new design with his hair down personally. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. But the whole concept behind Magna's magic is great. This was an excellent touch and brilliant idea by Tabata, because he must know how the community feels. Like, admit it, we all make fun of Magna and how weak he is. And then Dante exclaims the toxic words of discouragement he has always faced in his life. I don't know, I feel like Magna is really relatable to a lot of us. and Tabata keeps these guys relevant in great ways. Magna is meant to be Asta, but without being the main protagonist of the anime or having any special anti-magic powers. He is a commoner from a small village that no one believed in as well, just like Asta. So I like that he will have his own moment in this arc. Dante says their magic power is too little and is too trash, it's meaningless for them to face him, and then Magna had the audacity to say that, no bitch, you ain't gonna face both of us, you're only gonna face me. Then Dante suddenly gets this ominous aura around him and declares that he will not tolerate anyone looking down on him because he has this inferiority complex and he's simping for Lucifer. So he says, no, this fight won't happen because I'm too strong for you. Magna thinks back to Asta and Yami's fight against him, at least what he heard about it, and then reminisces on his training with Zora, where he was pushing himself way too hard only for Zora to tell him it's no use, he just isn't ready yet. So his whole life everyone's been telling him, you're weak, you're not ready, blah 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 blah, and then Magna's like, no, I've had enough of this shit, I'm gonna show I'm sick, bruh, I'm gonna show to ABD and his fans, are you gonna support me? That's what he's saying. It's sick, bruh, I don't care what anyone says. So Magna thinks about everyone. He says, no, I cannot disappoint my friends and I can't come back weak. So coming back to the present, Dante says that he refuses to use his magic on garbage like Magna, but gives Magna full permission to attack all he likes and to leave once he's satisfied. Magna takes the invitation without hesitation and sends another fireball Dante's way, seemingly having no effect on him until suddenly a chain appears from Dante's chest and the chain is connected to Magna, and out of nowhere Dante's devil power is reduced to 60%. Magna starts running towards the sim and creates some brass knuckles out of his flame magic. He lands a direct hit, bangs him in his face for it, fam, and goes, bitch, you know who you messing with? And then he declares his new magic, hidden fire magic, soul chain death match, which has the ability to split the magic power of him and his opponent equally, making Magna stronger than he used to be and Dante weaker. Now Jack and all the other weaker characters will have a role to play since Dante is defeatable in his 60% form and they can hold him out for 30 minutes until Asta comes back with his union mode. I like this entire concept and magic he introduced. Tabata did a good job here. Thank you guys for joining me as always. Make sure to smash the like button. I will be doing this on a weekly basis when I can, and I'll see you next time.